Hey guys, what's going on today? This is Dalsu with Dalsu Plays. We are recording a bit more of the Factorio, one of my favorite games ever. So, we recently got our iron line and our copper, bronze, whatever you want to call it, line joined together, ready to go, ready to start the main thrust of our factory. So before we do all that, we want to make sure we're well equipped here. I'm going to need a lot more fast inserters. I'm going to go ahead and build the maximum amount. Get rid of the stuff that I'm not going to be using much of. I could definitely use some more power poles. I probably don't need any pipe for the moment. I'm also going to want to produce some labs, because that's kind of what I'm starting to work on, and some manufactories. So let's start doing that too. Let's get 4 manufactories and a lab. And one more lab, please. Alright, that ought to do us for now. That's a whole lot of stuff that I'm building. I probably need some more long-armed inserters too. Get that. Alright, now that our shopping list is kind of more or less complete, let's take a little time to go and manually do this stone business. Because we always want to be building more walls when we can. Pop you in there. Make sure they've got enough coal, he seems to. Alright. We're just going to kind of manually do this every once in a while so that we can get a bit more stone. We could use the stone as path, but I like to probably wait for concrete. Concrete makes you go even faster, so. Also need to research lights, but I'm just going to go ahead and get my research area kind of set up first before I do any of that kind of stuff. I'm thinking my research area will probably be back down here. I'll make all the components up here and then research it down here. This kind of seems like what would be a good idea at the moment. Sorry for the wait here, as we let everything kind of get built. When you tell it to build a lot of things, you generally have to wait sometimes, but it's okay. We have enough to kind of get started. Alright, the first thing we need is gears. Gears tend to be pretty easy, actually, because all they require is iron plate. And actually, if we really wanted to get the most out of our space, we could just do gears in one of these little corners, because all it takes, as you can see from the menu, where is it? Right here. All it takes is iron plate. 2 iron plates, to be exact. So if we were to just set up a manufactory right here, he'd be able to create probably all the gears we'd need for the moment. I do like to go ahead and double up, and more than anything, you want to leave space to be able to expand. So like, I don't even have to turn these on right now, but just the fact that I have them is comforting to me, because I know I have the space. Without rebuilding my whole factory, everything will be fine. The only thing is, they do need that little space in between. If you have a stack of 2, they need a space in between. But we could just do it like this, and that gives us 3, and we can put, yeah, a pole right there. We're going to want probably a pole right here and a pole right here. Alright, that ought to work out nicely. Getting attacked again. It looks like our defense is doing a pretty good job. Probably about time for an ammo check while we wait. And, yeah. 15. Yeah, I guess I'll throw you a little bit. 14, you need some. And I'll give the rest to you. We've still got 25. Okay. And you know, I might, I believe that magazines just require iron as well, so I'll probably turn one of these guys on to just make ammo, because you can never really get enough of it. In fact, I think that's what I ought to do first, is just make ammo for me. And put it into a iron chest. I need to scoop up some iron here, excuse me. Alright, now, yeah, just go ahead and deposit that to this good old iron chest here, and whenever I need some, I'll just reach out to you and grab it. How about that? There we go. Should work pretty fast. Got all the iron you can use for sure. But, you know, it may come a point where we need even more smelters, because iron is something that everything requires, so you know, we've got this room to expand our smelting capabilities if we so desire. We've got plenty more ore. We won't be able to expand our copper smelting all that much. mostly because we're limited to 6 extractors. So we might want to do another copper line at some point, like say after we destroy this base. There's a large source of copper over there that I'll probably end up using. Okay. So I'm kind of, doing things a little bit slowly here, but we want to build some gears. So do we want to do 2 gears, 2 gear productors, or just 1? I think we can start with 1 for right now. And he is going to put his gears that he makes onto a secondary belt. And he's going to grab from here. Okay. This is going to be my gear belt here. It actually need only start right there. And I'd love to have double gears, like on both sides of it. But for right now, I think this is okay, I guess. I don't know how I would do double gears, except for just use a splitter to kind of more evenly distribute them. But I don't think that's really necessary. We can always optimize that later. What I like to do is when you have 2 belts like this, you want to leave 2 spaces in between the belts. Now, why do you do that? Well, it's because with the underground thing, let me show you. This is actually something that took me a long time to learn. I'm very proud of this. If you say I got a belt here and I need to go to the other side of the map, well, this allows me to actually do it. Okay, so that's why you leave 2 spaces. Don't ever have 3 belts wide. I mean, I don't, because that's not the way I like to do it, but that's for future-proofing your factory, right? So I don't even know if I really need these to come all the way down here, because I'm not sure what the next step is, but I'll just go ahead and do that so that all my belts are kind of ready to go down here. Now, should I split it? I guess I'm going to split it just so that there's nice healthy stack on both sides. And this guy's actually kind of slow. Rather than split it, I'm going to do one of these numbers and have him make the same thing. That way we're just real sure of ourselves when it comes to gears for the time being, right? Yeah, we'll have a nice double stack. Look at that. Perfect. I did not intend that, but that's what worked out. Okay, so what's next? Let's take a look. Yeah, we just need copper plate, so we're pretty much ready to go on the red science. So how are we going to join these together? That's the question. I suppose we could bring the copper up and back around. Or, let's just do it this way. Let's get a split right here. And then just, take some from the original line and go under. Have it come out here, and then we'll sort it out from there. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so we've got copper. We've got gears together in a very healthy conveyor belt. So just go ahead and extend all these so they're nice and symmetrical. And I don't know, sometimes when I get into a situation like this where I have everything I want for a specific item, I like to curve things up so that they have like pretty much unlimited space to expand in the future. Check for creepers, of course. I accidentally put down one of my damaged belts, didn't I? Let's fix that up. Alright, and voila. We're going to have science. I think I'll go ahead and do 2 of them. I'd like to have a lot of science right now. I will power it here. I'll power it here. There we go. Alright, let's throw our second one down as well. He's probably going to want... No, okay. Alright, so we'll do like that, that, and we are almost ready to go here. We'll do another power pole right there. That'll make everything work properly. We'll have to extend our transport. Let's go ahead and do all transport belts while we're messing around down here. Okay, we're good to go. Except we need to offload it, right? So we're going to want probably our science area to be down here. What I'm going to do is offload it like this. And I'll leave it another space. We can always go under if we want to expand our red science. And this is one of the few cases where I'll do 3 in a row like that. And yeah, he's probably going to go underground. But look, we don't even have any iron to do what we're doing. So let's pick up a bunch of this iron. And it's good to carry a couple gears too, so that you don't have to like manufacture them yourself, right? Grab a couple copper. This is what you call spaghetti work, by the way. A lot of people like their shit to be just like perfectly, you know, Germanic and stuff, but I quite prefer like the spaghetti style. You know, kind of, I mean, there's order to the chaos, but it doesn't look, you know, 100% efficient at all times. It's just not my style. So, we want science to be taken from here, placed on that belt. And then I'm going to need some underground, guys. Make me a few splits while you're at it. Okay, it's going to go to underground, probably, because I want to be able to do a split here, because you do need these later. Let's go ahead and do that. We have it established and stuff. It's going to go underground. It'll come out about right here, and it will be science. I'd rather it come out like, let's see. It doesn't need anything on the back, right? So, yeah. I didn't realize I had 4 of those built. That's kind of perfect, I think. We want it to come out right here. No. It needs 1 more space for the arms. So can we get that backed up a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Always leave space for power poles at this point, because you don't have the wide range power poles yet. Alrighty, so we're going to split these guys. We will be using them later. Have them continue on. These guys are going to be continuing on, of course. So we'll want you to just go underground. Can you make it? Yeah, okay. Voila. Now we need some arm work to pick those up. We need some power work. Get these all powered. Gotta leave room for a long arm as well. Alright, so these are all hooked up now. Nicely done, I say to myself. And yeah, let's turn them on. See how they work. And we are ready to do research. So let's see what we want first. Electronics, smart inserter, go for it. Now, doing research is very taxing on your power. You gotta be a little bit careful about that. Watch, once they start to pick up these red sciences, the power is going to freak out a little bit, I think. Yeah, see, actually, they don't require as much as I thought. I didn't realize the manufactories required so much more, and the drills are really what suck it up, so. Okay, but let's see if we can actually stock all 4 of these with just these 2 machines. We might not be able to. In which case, I'll want to go ahead and do more red science. It's not quite going to work, is it? We're not quite going to be able to reach down here. I like things to be a little bit more efficient than that. So I might just have a little OCD moment and go ahead and add a 3rd one. Even though it doesn't really matter a whole lot right now. But yeah, it's not fast enough, so I'm going to add a 3rd manufactory. It's going to take me just a second. But would I rather go under? Yeah, I think I'll just go under with these. Add the manufactory here. This gives a good place for a power pole here. Probably better there, huh? Alright, we'll do a short arm and a long arm. Extend those out just a bit. And we're going to tie this in here. And voila, 3 science production machines. Quite pleased with that. Do it. Research electronics for me. Alright, so that should activate this 4th one. I mean, we are capped out only by the amount of labs we have, which might mean it's time for more labs. Because I like things to go fast. But we are going to start having to think about the next level of science now, which is Science Pack, which requires quite a bit more of a complex process. Shit, we also have to consider defense. So we should have a lot of ammo now. Yeah, let's go do the ammo rounds here. Thought I had picked up more than that, no? Alright, we got electronics. Like he got attacked pretty good. Set up for you. Oh yeah, I made more, but it's down here, isn't it? Okay. Alright, how's our electricity doing now? Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, I'm pretty happy with my factory thus far. Let's go ahead and research something else. Automation 2 gives us better assembly machines, which makes science and stuff faster than these are. So we will want to upgrade those once we come to a bottleneck. Why is this guy not working? He's not able to pick up enough science still, huh? Damn. Well, we'll be able to upgrade our machines soon. Because ideally, I'd like to have a row of labs here as well, but not able to right now. Okay, so the first step for Science Pack is inserter. And if we look at inserter, we see iron circuit, iron gear wheel, and electronic circuit, iron gear wheel, and iron plate. So that's fairly easy, but it's a lot more complex than the last one. In order to get electronic circuit, we need copper cables, which is something that we use just a ton of as we continue the game. So probably what I'll do, I could just do them here, but that kind of caps me out at what, 3? Something like that. And I don't like being capped out. So what I might do instead is extend this copper line around and then use that to produce lots and lots of those, because they're very, very important pieces. They're used for so many things, and you just gobble them up so fast. They also produce fast, so. Again, we're still not getting enough science. We have 2 labs that aren't even producing. That is a shame. These guys are just gobbling it all up. And he's going to grab some. Still, it seems unfortunate. Alright, so yeah, we will go up just a little bit for possible future use. We'll bend you around, and we'll bring you right back down. The only thing is, later on in the game, I'm going to need to double up these belts. Like, there's going to need to be a belt right here, and it's going to have to be half green and half blue science. And then this one will need to be half red and half purple, maybe. So you have to consider how you're going to double up your belts. I guess we can work on all that later, but having 4 belts in a row makes it a lot harder. I guess we'll consider that a little bit later. No. Okay. I am going to wait until Automation 2 is done, though. because I want to use the blue factories instead of the crappy, whatchamacallums. I don't know, whatever color this is. I can't believe that these 3 whole factories are not feeding this fast enough, so I probably should just go ahead and upgrade those first, eh? It's probably what I'll do. I'll build some walls while I'm upgrading. I really need to be doing this automatically, but by the time I get it set all up... Oop, being attacked. Ah. By the time I get back, it'll be over. I don't need all this stone. There we go. Now I want this stuff. Alright, let's do 20 more walls, I guess. And automation 2 is done. So let's start getting a bunch of these. Could use more than 4. It does take a while, but... I'll go ahead and start with 6. And... we already built those walls, huh? Kind of screwed up my tool belt here a little bit. Alright, I think I want to go up with it. Because I want more space for my shit. Probably cap off right there. It's definitely ready for another turret. When I can. Alright, I need to research lights for Christ's sake. Too dark in here. Are you all working properly now? Seem to be. Alright. You'll start considering these wire makers. I'll also go ahead and upgrade these. That actually makes the other machines faster to build if you have that in your inventory, right? So we got optics. We're gonna go ahead and build 2 more of those, and 39 lamps. Why not? Pick up a lot of copper. Pick up a lot of iron so that we can work. And 3 assembly machines. I should be enough right now. And we're out of arms too. Look at that. You're always out of something, man. Okay, so we're gonna want copper, and then take it out. We're going to want this belt to come. The whole purpose of this belt will probably just be to join the line. So somewhere like here, so it'll ride alongside these gears, right? You'll have gears and wire together. That'll be pretty good. You'll have copper and iron together, which are the base things that everything's made out of. You'll have science coming down here. Everything looks pretty good. Let's hook it up with power while we're waiting. There we are. Actually, I don't like that placement. I don't like that placement much either. There we go. That placement's okay. Alright, we're starting to get some lights, so let's string up lights everywhere, shall we? Oops. It's a good area. I spend a lot of time there. We want that to be well lit. In our main line, we definitely want lit. We may have to move some of this stuff as we go underground later on. By the way, I just realized these are too close together. We gotta leave 2 spaces. So we want to do a number like that. There we go. Good deal. Alright, that's proper now. Got our lights hooked up. We got everything kind of going on, and it's about time to stop the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm having a blast, man. I could play this game all fucking day if I don't stop myself. So I'm going to have to cut myself off right now, and I will record more later. Thank you so much. Hope you like and subscribe. See you next time.